Ooh. Theft of personal property.
Probably isn't how you pictured your first spring festival, huh?
Not
It's all right.
exactly.
Coffee?
How about a beer? Nah.
I'm all right. Thanks, though.
Good. Because we're, actually out.
Then why the fuck offer?
Hike, why am I here?
Wait, what? You don't know why you're here?
The long and short of it is, Diane is charging you with stealing her USB drive.
Fucking called it, motherfucker. She's not stupid. She knows.
What the hell are you talking about?
Did you steal this USB drive or not?
At least tell me you looked at it.
I can't. Sorry.
What do you mean? Why not?
Well, one, I would need a warrant. And two, the case is closed.
The case can unclose.
The order came down today. I did what I could, but, the evidence just wasn't there.
That's
Sorry,
the fucking
Alex.
evidence.
The order came down today from who?
High up. Boss's boss's boss. It's not my job to know.
They got wind that Diane lost a USB stick, so they're expediting it.
Look, what happened to my brother wasn't an accident. It was criminal. The files on that drive prove it.
That could be true. Let's say it is. The issue is, you stole Typhon's property. I can't work with that.
He's right, as far as I know. No, I'm gonna say I get the point.
Okay, I get the point. I'm sorry I stole the drive, but
Apologizing isn't enough. Alex, you're not thinking about this clearly.
seems pretty clear to me.
Diane wants to charge you with computer fraud. That's a federal crime, Alex.
Computer
5 to 10,
federal.
easy.
You know what? Fuck Diane. This isn't justice. This is a joke.
It's not that bad. Hey, I talked to her, and despite how angry she is at everything you did, she's willing to let it go.
I like the way he's handling it.
If you agree to drop everything, Typhon won't press any charges.
Why would she do that?
She just wants this whole thing to go away. This is how to make that happen.
Fuck that. I'm not signing anything.
Alex.
No. Typhon buried something in the mountains. Something so massive they ignored Gabe's call and set off the blast just to cover it up. Don't you want to know what it is?
What do you mean, cover it up?
Another blast, unannounced, set off at the exact same time at the old mining site. And all of it happened just a few weeks before inspections were set to begin. come on, Pike. It's all right here.
Oh, so now all of a sudden you can look at it?
Like I said, it doesn't matter.
Okay, there we go.
Alex, please, just sign the form, and we can both go back to the party.
No.
Alex, this is not an offer that you can
I
choose.
said no.
No, it's not an option.
What are you so scared of?
See for yourself.
What, are they gonna
Shit.
fuck him?
What could be in that envelope?
Well, let's find out. Chen Alexandra. Typhon Mining Security. Oh, shit. Anti-Typhon sentiment. Brother Gabriel Chen died in an accident related to Typhon mining blast. Assessment. Intel shows subject has a high level of determination and efficacy. Negative affectation has persisted beyond predicted whatever period. Suspect also appears to have possession of confidential data and information. Ah. Third assessment. 5-1. Began following subject after a meeting with Mac Loudon. Subject met with man identified as Ryan Lucan. Little else of note. Suspect threat 3. God damn. Wi-Fi screen monitor reveals search into Typhon's history and legal litigation records. Subject met and spoke with client in the Black Lantern. It appears subject has stolen an object from client. Lucas, Ryan. Close friend Gabriel Chen died in that. Assisting. So they've been following us, is the main point there.
Is this a threat?
What did you expect? Huh? The Typhon, a global organization with billions in revenue, an army of lawyers, and who knows how many politicians in their pockets would just throw up their hands and say, "You got us."
I thought I could get justice for Gabe.
Yeah, well, Typhon has their own idea of justice.
Shit.
Here's my problem, though. That doesn't mean anything. Seriously. Like, as far as law, as far as the legal aspect of things, that file doesn't mean shit. In fact, it really hurts Typhon more than anything else. I was actually on board with this whole thing until that file showed up. Because that hurts Typhon. It doesn't help them. And that gives him, and like, that gives no reason, like, what do the Typhon lawyers have on the fucking police to shut down the investigation? Maybe greasing some palms? Okay, I get that. But this file still doesn't indicate shit. I don't know. I'm kind of confused. Unless that's the whole thing.
Believe me, I want nothing more than to make these fuckers pay. I've learned the hard way that it's not possible. They're too big, too connected, too ruthless. You can hate me if you want. Call me a coward. But I don't want to lose you like we lost Gabe.
Pike
Oh.
is terrified of Typhon. I bet if I took his fear away.
Ooh.
But it's not just about me. Steph and Ryan are in danger too.
Yeah, they are.
Fuck. I want to hurt Typhon so bad. But can I really put their lives at risk along with mine?
Okay, a lot to unpack here. So I actually quit playing this game the last time I was at this very decision, which is a good thing and a bad thing. It's a bad thing because it means I had to watch the whole conversation over again, which took like, holy shit, like 5 minutes. Oh my god. I chose the exact same dialogue options I did for the first time to make it consistent. But it also means that I had a lot more time to think on this. And so I'm gonna give this game a praise for narrative, but not for realism. As far as narrative, I give this actually an A. As far as realism, I give it more so an F. Well, maybe a C. I don't know. We'll get there. So, because one thing, Pike mentions the computer fraud shit for the USB stick. I actually looked into that because I was like, it sounded kind of weird to me. I was a bit incredulous, but no, that's actually true. It's called the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act, which I forget what year that was passed. But yes, that is actually a federal crime. And yes, even on first offense, that does carry with it 5 to 10 years in federal prison. Yeah, so that's actually legit. And the things for the charges, like stealing a USB stick, especially one that's encrypted, and then unencrypting it, even if it's not like a government like thing, like even if it is private well, technically I guess it's company property, but even if it isn't like government property, yes, that actually fits as being guilty of the crime. So like that's actually interesting to me because like that's actually legit. That's not bullshit. So the crimes that Diane has are actually legitimate. So A for realism there. Because that's actually that's really good. But at the same time though, like I said before, it's damaging to Typhon more so than anything else. Because, okay, this is a small town, and yet they have like pictures from like every single thing you've done so far. How? It's such a small town. At some point, some random jerk off, whether it be, I don't know, have it be the fucking jogger lady, or have it being the guy who got pissed off at his anger management book, which is still funny. But like somebody would have come to her and been like, you know, there's some assholes over there around the corner who are watching you. Like, seems kind of fishy. My point is that like the realism isn't quite there on that level for me because someone would have noticed it. This isn't fucking Los Angeles. This is like a main street with one neighborhood. Like everybody knows everybody. Somebody would have noticed if some random assholes were, you know, walking around. Typhon has mines in the city, but I guarantee you they don't like wander around all the time. That'd be a waste of employees and a waste of resources on every level. And plus the threat of killing somebody. Okay, so I can't dive too far into this because I don't talk about. I didn't like to get into POL. If you go with those first three letters, the rest of it. But I'll tell you this. Okay. Can corporations get away with a lot of shit through bribing Congress? Oh, sorry, lobbying Congress. We can't call it what it is. Yes, but like, okay, the government, can they get away with murder? Honestly, yes, it's happened before. We know that. But can a corporation? Maybe, but I have doubts. Like strong. I feel like this game is making one corporation out to be way stronger than it is. Could they bribe Congress into into blocking legislation that goes against their desires? Yes. H&R Block and TurboTax do it literally every year. That's how come, at least in the United States, that's how come people have to file their taxes themselves, and well, or with with H&R Block and TurboTax, which is why they do it, instead of the government just doing it all for you. Because the government could just do it all for you, but they don't because they get bribed not to. But that's why. That's one example of corporations bribing Congress into not passing laws because it goes against their desires. Can Typhon do something like that with their own needs and interests? Absolutely. But covering up a fucking murder? I doubt it. Especially when there is actual evidence, emails, against it. They have the radio thing, and they don't have phones, they have the radio thing. That's right. But we've heard the radio thing, and there's the emails. Now, you could sit there and say that, I mean, I know what the game's going for here. The game's going for, oh, but the company bribed, law enforcement to not give a shit about that. That would not happen. I guarantee, unless those mines have something to do, unless the federal government had some interest in those mines, which is such a small city, if there is a plot point later on that the federal government has a vested interest in these mines, then I will believe this whole, corporation thing with Typhon. Then it will track. But as of right now, it doesn't make any sense to me. But because of the fact that murder is involved. Because of that, this doesn't make sense to me unless the federal government at some point has a vested interest. Which it could. I'm only on chapter 4, there's still chapter 5 left to go. Who knows? Another point, though, is with Pike. Pike is scared shitless. So, of course, if I were to take it away from him, then I actually get an ally on my side. Which brings me to another point. So, honestly, I think I'm gonna risk taking Pike's Spear. Which brings me to another point, though, and that's a narrative problem. Like I said before, I like character-driven narratives. But that being said, though, choosing to sign the affidavit would fuck over the plot narrative. Like, in choosing with the character narrative. I honestly don't even know what would happen if you signed the affidavit. I really don't know. I mean, I do know, but like, plot-wise, I don't know. Like, would there be a chapter 5? I got no clue. Would Alex just not give a shit and still keep going, I got no clue. Although, even if Alex didn't give a shit and she kept on going anyway, I legitimately wouldn't even care to continue this game because everything from there on would be frivolous. So, like, the only way to keep this game going with any stakes at all is to choose taking his fear. But it comes at the expense of the character narrative, because on one hand, in taking the fear, yeah, you're fucking over the friends, but like, I'm honestly not totally convinced that anything will happen. Like, I doubt that Ryan or Steph will die no matter what happens. Will one of them get put in the hospital? Maybe. But I'm pretty sure they wouldn't blame you because they don't know about this whole thing. Regardless, though, for the sake of actually having stakes for the rest of this fucking game, I'm gonna choose to take Pike's Spear. Will Alex maybe take it out on somebody else like she did with the suicidal rage? Maybe. Actually, probably. But everybody that she took it out on ended up forgiving her anyway, so fuck it. Might as well just give it a shot. What time? 7, that's fine. Alright. I'm gonna risk taking Pike's Fear. Fuck it.
Do you want to risk your life over this? Gabe, Mac, Alex, who's next? Fuck. Just keep your head down, dummy. You're just a shitheel. Typhon's major league. Typhon doesn't lose. Typhon disappears, people. Let them get killed, not you.
I know you're afraid. I am too. I know you think that Typhon is too big, too invincible. But they're not. I will bring them down. I just need your help.
Have courage for Gabe. For Gabe.
If not
Always
for
gotta
me,
pull at the heartstrings.
then for Gabe. Please.
Fuck. I'll think about it.
Because here's part 2. With the affidavit signed, we can't do anything. The case is closed. Maybe, but cases can be reopened.
Thank you.
Get the hell out of here.
Really?
Oh, I'm gonna pause it again. And as far as the from what I said about the whole, if the federal government has any vested interest in this thing, I have no doubt that, of course, it is POL within the narrative, just not on the federal level. I think it's POL on the city level, but not on the federal level. Not even on the state level, just the municipal level.
Alex, be careful.
Diane's a cunt. Come see me when you get the chance. Jed. Well, she'll probably do that now. Because everything else is done. Not gonna lie though, I didn't think I thought that he was gonna be working for Typhon, not
Those
afraid of him.
pictures. How long have they been watching us? And what will they do if...
Yep, now she's scared of him. You can handle it though, girl. That's right.
I have no idea what to do next.
Go to Jed.
Maybe talking to Jed will help me feel better.
Yeah, go to Jed. I was supposed to talk to him earlier and the fucking game wouldn't let me.
First, I need to get out of this dress.
That's not a dress, it's a skirt, but... Ma block. Sadly, the spring festival is over, but the fun continues at Avalanche Ice Cream. Oh, so those guys are gonna start getting business again, hopefully. And that's it. Gotcha. Change clothes. I mean, all it is a color palette, dude. Oh, not this time. This time they're legitimately gonna have a change of outfit.
Might as well go talk to Jed now.
Actually, where the hell is her bathroom? Oh yeah, it's in here. Jed, my dude. Why didn't you come talk to me at the festival today?
Hey, Jed.
There she is. Have a seat.
Oh.
Something tells me you've had a more exciting spring festival than you planned for.
Wait, he knows?
You saw Pike arrest me.
And let you go, apparently. Then there's that business with Ryan and Steph earlier today. I wasn't sure why it took all three of you to work out Diane's lunch order. I know you're used to looking out for yourself. Gabe was like that. But Haven's a community. We help each other. I want to help you. But first, you have to let me know what's going on.
Fuck it. What have I got to lose?
You know, it'll be realistic actually right now to take a shot. That'd be realistic right now. Alright. Now let's get going with the Typhon killed Gabe, Typhon threatened Ryan. Should I go with the deep end first or with the not so deep end first? Should I dip my toes in the water or should I just cannonball straight into the deep end? You know what? I think I just got Pike as an ally. I think that it would be best to get Jed as an ally too, potentially. And to accuse Typhon of murder straight away would back Jed the hell away from this whole thing. So I think to tell him that they threatened Ryan would be more, you know, swallowable. So I'll go ahead and go with that option.
I've been chasing proof that Typhon was responsible for Gabe's death. And I found out they buried something. A secret. Now they're threatening me. And Steph. And Ryan.
Threatened? How?
With
Pike
murder,
showed me photos. Typhon's been watching us.
somehow without anybody's knowledge, which makes no sense in this town.
I'm not giving up, Jed. Not ever.
Although you did fuck over your friends.
I know what they're hiding.
Oh, see, like I just said. A new ally.
Wait. You're telling me you knew that Typhon's crooked? This whole time?
Typhon's the devil that runs this town. I've been carrying their secrets for far too long.
Ooh, so he's privy
I
to
know what they
everything.
buried in the mountains.
Tell me.
I'll do one better.
Show you.
I'll show you.
Oh shit.
There, up ahead.
Where are we?
Middle of nowhere. About 2 clicks that way is the mining site where you search for Ethan. 5 clicks that way is town.
What is this thing?
Ventilation shaft. They're scattered everywhere. Over the years, mines grow into mines, creating a labyrinth under Haven. What you're searching for is down below.
Jed. Why are you sad?
Oh?
I'm sorry, kid.
Jed. What are you doing?
Ah, he's more than privy. He's
I
part
tried
of
to
it.
talk you out of it. Scare you off. I was sure those pictures of Ryan and Steph would do the trick. But you were relentless. Won't leave damn well enough alone.
You don't have to do this.
I do. 12 years ago, I made a mistake. The kind of thing that you can't undo. But Typhon made me a deal. A way to save my town. Give my boy a normal life. I never wanted Gabe to get hurt.
Oh.
Go to hell.
End of chapter. By the way, I'm well aware that she's going to survive that, but the fact that she does is bullshit. Because I know the bullet hit her in the hand or something. Okay, first off, before I even get any of these into these choices things, I just gotta. So, while this game's narrative is going fine for itself, it seems to me that not only, like I pointed out earlier, not only do Dotnod and Deck 9 seem to be like basically telling each other, you know, like helping each other out, but they're following their own narratives, okay? This whole game's concept is basically Twin Mirror, just done better, honestly. But this whole thing with Jed just now was Mr. Jefferson from Life is Strange 1. They find out too much, he leads them to a certain place, then kills them. Now, granted, he actually killed Chloe, whereas this guy didn't actually kill Alex somehow. But like the points, by itself, it's fun and exciting even, but it's a repeat of Mr. Jefferson. So now, here's the deal. Normally, I don't like to compare one thing to another. I'll give you an example. TV shows. When The Witcher first came out on Netflix, everybody was comparing it to Game of Thrones because they both happen to be fantasy series. You know, oh my god, they're trying to make their own Game of Thrones, but they suck at it or whatever. Here's the deal though. Like I don't do that. Like cuz The Witcher and Game of Thrones share a genre. They're adult fantasy, and that's it. Other than that, they're two different things. You would never see me or hear me compare The Witcher and Game of Thrones because they're two different things. At least I wouldn't compare them in a negative way directly like this. At the very least, they're two different things. The reason why I'm comparing this game to games like Twin Mirror and now Life is Strange 1 is because not only are they games within the same franchise, so like I guess kind of the same universe too, but also because they're made by two developers that seem to be like working alongside each other. Like I feel it's appropriate to compare them. And it just seems a bit ridiculous to me that they copied the Mr. Jefferson plot point. And now, even if somebody, when they wrote this, even if they weren't thinking about Mr. Jefferson when they wrote this, somebody else on the writing team had to have said, "Hey, doesn't it seem a lot like Mr. Jefferson? Yeah, we should probably change that." They knew damn well, and they did anyway. It bothers me because it's too similar. Like, make something different enough, dude. Anyway, on to the decisions. Cause yeah, I figured most people would do the remove the fear because one, people would be invested in this Typhon thing, but also because it defeats the defeat the purpose of the game. Alex gave her rose to Steph, so most people had to go Les or buy, whatever. Alex had a nice moment by the bonfire. Alex didn't sit at the bonfire. Oh my god, I meant to do that. Like seriously, when I was at that bonfire and I said sit, I meant to sit there and I didn't. Shit. Alex didn't sit on the couch. Here's I actually knew that there was something to do before talking to Jed, but I honestly didn't care to do it. Straight up, because in this game, whenever you're in the apartment, there's always something extra to do before you go out and into the rest of the world. I just didn't care to bother with it this time. Alex and Steph mused about moving to Salem. Didn't meet Alex on the roof. Damn, most people didn't meet her on the rooftop. Fuck, that's fucked up. Steph and Alex shared a kiss. And this, of course, does not apply to the people who didn't meet her on the rooftop. Ryan and Alex mused her working in the record store. Ryan didn't meet Alex on the rooftop. Well, yeah. Oh, right. Because the people who didn't meet Alex on the rooftop meant Ryan on the rooftop. Right. Charlotte felt weirdly attached to the festival. She had a bittersweet moment at the festival. She felt weirdly attached. The 49% are the ones who didn't rat out Ethan. Alex didn't find Riley at the bus stop. Didn't even. Oh, fuck. So she left anyway. Honestly, it didn't even occur to me that she would be there. College, Riley had already decided not to go to school, revealed it, and Riley stayed. So she didn't. Yo, Riley saying fuck it after all and leaving. But then Mac was there. Mac didn't know shit either? Huh. Alex didn't use her power with Ducky. Ducky joined the festival after dancing with Alex. Alex didn't use her power with Ducky. Alex helped that. Alex didn't talk to the diner buyer. Alex didn't help admit their feelings. Okay, one thing about this dude, like, okay, these chapters are all taking me like an hour and a half to do, but each, but like, okay, if you ignore all, I mean, granted, like a huge part of this game is the side activities because it's all about the relationships. But if you ignore all side activities and just go for the main objectives, dude, each one of these chapters will take 20 minutes tops. Except, well, chapter one on top. Chapter one will take like an hour. Two, three, and four so far will all take like 20 minutes tops each. if you just go straight for the main objective. But if you ask me, going straight for the main objective takes away like 70% of the game. All right, well, I'm not even gonna bother with the friends thing, 'cause I'm pretty damn sure that no one's played it.